We worked with a Pentagon 9/11 family, a woman whose husband had been killed. She had a young daughter at home who for 2 years after the event, after she lost her dad, couldn't sleep and was constantly asking every day, what happened to Daddy? Did the plane hit him or did the building fall on him? We were able to assemble a group of people, including building engineers, the medical examiner, our evidence response team that had processed the Pentagon, and provide her with an answer, which was neither. Her father was killed by the blast wave that was created when the plane struck the Pentagon. The mom called me 2 weeks later and said, "Thank you so much. My daughter is sleeping through the night for the first time since her dad died, and she's no longer asking how he died."
So right after 9/11, the FBI realized rather quickly that we needed inside the FBI a program that would be able to focus on the victims. So we created the Office for Victim Assistance and hired full-time victim specialists who were experts in working with victims.
The types of services that we'll provide to victims will vary by the type of case, but it starts with crisis intervention, often at the crime scene or at a hospital where a victim's been taken. It involves just an initial and then ongoing kind of needs assessment to evaluate the well-being of the victim and what they need. When the shootings at the church in Charleston happened, it was evening, so I heard about it through our operations center who notified me.
On June 17th of 2015 at about 9 p.m., an individual had been visiting Mother Emanuel AME Church during a Bible study. And after about an hour of being in that Bible study, he removed a Glock 45 caliber pistol and killed 9 people that were in the Bible study.
Within less than 24 hours, we were able to partner with one another, to have a federal partner and a local partner to go out and assess individual needs of all the victims that have been identified in this horrific event.
And then once they arrived on scene, they brought a whole different level of support.
To provide funding for travel, for lodging, for transportation.
They were able to bring to bear resources that we would not have been able to supply. I feel 100% confident that the reason that this event went as well as it did is because of the support that was given to the families immediately and the follow-on support that took place during the next 2 to 3 weeks and is still happening today. That was the difference between whether we had a positive relationship built with the families and the immediate community, or whether it was contentious. And I'm convinced that that made a difference in the response.
We at the Office for Victims Assistance, we provide direct services to victims of child crimes that include child pornography, sextortion, domestic and international kidnapping, domestic sex trafficking. We will deploy out on scene and we will provide direct assistance or direct services to the victim right away. Just the simple thing of working with your community to provide hygiene bags for children who needed to be able to change out of working clothes. Like, it makes such a difference for a 12-year-old to be able to take off clothes that she has been exploited in for the last 3 days and put them into sweatpants and a sweatshirt.
As an investigator, OVA provided that much-needed assistance to fill a gap that investigations ultimately always have between the investigative side and the victimization side. We need somebody in between to help bring the victims back into their world of being human beings, where as investigators we don't have that time and capacity to do that. We're focused on bringing the violators to jail.
A lot of our victim specialists and the work they do actually helps move investigations forward. Sometimes it's the support that we provide to a victim that enables them not only to cooperate more, but to participate in the investigation.
When we help them cope with the impact of a crime, victims are better able to help us make cases and ultimately make arrests. Since we created the Office for Victim Assistance within the FBI, we found that victims are more trusting of us, and we found that they are also more willing to help us with investigations and participate in the process. If you ask anybody who joins the FBI why they do this type of work, they will tell you they want to help people. There's no greater feeling, there's no greater reward for us than to look into the eyes of a victim and let them know, we'll take care of this. We're here to help you.